Knots Landing, 1979 to 1993, was one of the longest-running and most iconic soap operas on television, capturing the drama, romance, and secrets of life in a California cul-de-sac. Its talented cast became household names, loved by millions of fans around the world. But after 46 years, time has brought many changes to their lives. Some stars continued to shine in Hollywood, while others stepped away from the spotlight. Sadly, a few faced heartbreaking tragedies and health struggles over the years. In 2025, their stories are filled with both triumph and loss. Let's take a look at the cast of Knots Landing, then and now. Kevin Dobson was born on March 18, 1943, and took on the role of M. Patrick Mac McKenzie in 1982 at the age of 39. Mac was introduced as a principal federal prosecutor whose unwavering commitment to justice often placed him at the center of the tumultuous events in Knots Landing. Dobson's portrayal brought depth to Mac's struggles, especially in balancing his demanding career with personal relationships. Before joining Knots Landing, Dobson was widely recognized for his role as Detective Bobby Crocker on Kojak from 1973 to 1978. However, transitioning from the iconic role of Crocker to Mac McKenzie required Dobson to redefine his on-screen persona, a task that was met with both critical acclaim and personal apprehension. In his personal life, Dobson married Susan in 1968, and together they had 3 children, Mariah, Patrick, and Sean. While their marriage endured, the pressures of Hollywood and the demands of his career inevitably cast shadows over their family life. Dobson faced several personal tragedies, including the loss of close friends and colleagues, which deeply affected him. Additionally, the volatile nature of the entertainment industry led to periods of professional uncertainty, causing emotional and financial strain. Kevin Dobson passed away on September 6, 2020, at the age of 77 due to complications from this condition. Doug Sheehan was born on April 27, 1949, and began his portrayal of Ben Gibson in 1983 at the age of 34. Ben was a dedicated journalist whose investigative pursuits often placed him in perilous situations, reflecting his unwavering commitment to uncovering the truth. Sheehan's depiction of Ben captured the essence of a man torn between his professional ambitions and personal obligations. Prior to Knots Landing, Sheehan gained recognition for his role as Joe Kelly on General Hospital from 1979 to 1982, a performance that earned him a Daytime Emmy nomination. Despite these accomplishments, Sheehan's career was marked by the transient nature of television fame, leading to periods of professional uncertainty. In his personal life, Sheehan married Kate Abbott in 1981, and the couple remained together until his passing. They did not have any children, a decision that, while personal, was often scrutinized by the public and media. Sheehan faced several personal hardships, including the challenges of maintaining privacy in the public eye, the emotional toll of typecasting in the industry, and the pressures of sustaining a long-term marriage amidst the demands of Hollywood. Doug Sheehan passed away peacefully at his home in Bighorn, Wyoming, on June 29, 2024, at the age of 75. Julie Harris, born on December 2, 1925, joined the cast of Knots Landing in 1980 at the age of 55, portraying Lily Mae Clements, a former country singer with a tumultuous past. Lily Mae was characterized by her strong-willed and sometimes meddlesome nature, often providing both comic relief and heartfelt moments. Harris's embodiment of Lily Mae added layers of complexity to the character, making her a memorable presence on the show. Harris's illustrious career spanned decades, with significant achievements on both stage and screen. She was celebrated for her performances in productions such as The Member of the Wedding and The Belle of Amherst, earning multiple Tony Awards. However, her journey was fraught with personal challenges. Harris was married 3 times, each ending in divorce, and had 1 son, Peter Gurian. The instability in her personal relationships often mirrored the emotional depth she brought to her roles. In her later years, Harris faced numerous health issues, including a severe fall requiring surgery in 1999 and strokes in 2001 and 2010. These health battles, coupled with the solitude she experienced in her personal life, painted a poignant picture of resilience amidst adversity. Julie Harris passed away on August 24, 2013, at the age of 87 from congestive heart failure. Michelle Lee, born on June 24, 1942, stepped into the role of Karen Fairgate McKenzie in 1979 at the age of 37. Karen was portrayed as a resilient and compassionate community leader, often serving as the moral compass amidst the tumultuous events of the Knots Landing neighborhood. Lee's career began with promise, starring in Broadway productions like How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying and films such as The Love Bug. However, despite these early successes, she faced periods of professional stagnation, with roles that failed to capture the public's attention, leading to a sense of professional isolation. In her personal life, Lee married James Ferrantino in 1966, and they had a son named David. The marriage was fraught with challenges, culminating in a divorce in 1983, leading her to navigate the complexities of single parenthood while maintaining her career. Throughout her life, Lee encountered several personal tragedies: the dissolution of her marriage, the pressures of raising a child alone, professional setbacks that led to financial strain, and the emotional toll of caring for aging parents. As of 2025, Michelle Lee is 82 years old, leading a quiet life away from the public eye, her days marked by reflections on a career and personal journey filled with both triumphs and tribulations. Joan Van Ark, born June 16, 1943, began portraying the lean Ewing in 1979 at 36. The lean was a character marked by resilience and an enduring capacity for love, often facing and overcoming numerous adversities, including tumultuous relationships and the heart-wrenching loss of her children. Van Ark's career saw her originating roles on Broadway, earning a Tony nomination for The School for Wives, and gaining acclaim in television. However, she also experienced significant professional disappointments, including projects that were critically panned or failed to launch, leading to periods of self-doubt and questioning her place in the industry. She married news reporter John Marshall in 1966, and they had a daughter, Vanessa Marshall, who pursued a career in voice acting. Despite outward appearances, Van Ark's marriage faced strains due to the pressures of their respective careers and prolonged separations, leading to emotional distance. She endured personal hardships, including the loss of close family members, professional rejections that led to financial strain, and health scares that brought her mortality into sharp focus. As of 2025, Joan Van Ark is 81, living a life marked by both the accolades of her past work and the shadows of personal and professional challenges that have shaped her journey. Ted Shackelford, born June 23, 1946, assumed the role of Gary Ewing in 1979 at 33. Gary was a man perpetually haunted by his past misdeeds and struggles with alcoholism, constantly seeking redemption but often sabotaging his own efforts, embodying the tragic cycle of relapse and recovery. Shackelford's career began with promise, including a notable stint on Another World, but post-Knots Landing, he found himself typecast, leading to a series of roles in lesser-known productions and guest appearances that failed to reignite his earlier acclaim. His personal life mirrored his on-screen turmoil. His marriage to Janice Leverance ended in divorce, and his subsequent marriage to Annette Wolfe in 1991, though enduring, was tested by his ongoing health issues. The absence of children left a void, and he grappled with feelings of isolation. Shackelford faced multiple personal tragedies: the dissolution of his first marriage, battles with chronic illness, financial instability due to inconsistent work, and the emotional toll of caring for aging parents. As of 2025, at 78, he leads a reclusive life, his days marked by reflections on a career that once held great promise but ultimately left him yearning for fulfillment both professionally and personally. William Devane, born on September 5, 1939, in Albany, New York, embarked on his acting journey with the New York Shakespeare Festival, performing in 15 plays. His portrayal of Greg Sumner in Knots Landing from 1983 at 44 showcased his ability to depict complex characters, with Sumner being a powerful yet morally ambiguous politician turned businessman. Devane's career includes notable roles such as President John F. Kennedy in The Missiles of October, 1974, and appearances in films like Marathon Man, 1976, and Rolling Thunder, 1977. Despite these successes, he faced professional challenges, including the critical and commercial failure of Honky Tonk Freeway, 1981, which impacted his film career trajectory. In his personal life, Devane married Eugenie McCabe in 1961, and they had 2 sons, Joshua and Patrick. The demands of his acting career often led to prolonged absences from his family, straining relationships and causing personal regret. Tragically, his son Patrick passed away in a car accident, a loss that profoundly affected Devane and his family. Additionally, the fluctuating nature of his career led to periods of financial instability, adding stress to his personal life. As of 2025, at the age of 85, William Devane has retreated from the public eye, residing in California. Constance McCashin, born on June 18, 1947, was 32 when she first appeared as Laura Avery in 1979. Laura was the epitome of sensitivity and intelligence, often caught in the crossfire between her own desires and the expectations placed upon her. McCashin's nuanced performance brought depth to Laura's internal struggles, making her a relatable figure to many. However, McCashin's journey was marred by professional and personal upheavals. In 1987, due to cost-cutting measures, her character was written out of the show, a decision that left her deeply hurt. Transitioning away from acting, she pursued a career in psychotherapy, specializing in eating disorders and body image issues. She married producer Sam Weisman, and together they have 2 children, Marguerite, a former editor at Penguin and HarperCollins who now works in business development and sales, and Daniel, who as an infant played McCashin's character's baby on Knots Landing, and is now a partner at AllianceBernstein working in private wealth but previously worked as a music manager. Despite her professional achievements, McCashin faced the challenge of redefining her identity beyond the screen. Now, at 77, she resides in West Newton, Massachusetts, having left behind the glitz of Hollywood for a life dedicated to healing others. Donna Mills, born on December 11, 1940, was cast as the devious Abby Cunningham in 1980 at the age of 40. Abby was a master manipulator, weaving her way through the lives of Knots Landing residents with calculated charm and ambition. Mills's portrayal of Abby was both captivating and chilling, painting a portrait of a woman whose thirst for power knew no bounds. Despite her on-screen success, Mills's personal life was fraught with challenges. She maintained an on-again, off-again relationship with advertising executive Richard Holland for approximately 20 years beginning in 1979. During a break from Holland, she dated co-star Clayton Norcross. In September 1994, at the age of 54, Mills adopted a newborn daughter, Chloe, embracing single motherhood later in life. Her career, while decorated with accolades, was not without its shadows. Mills briefly stepped away from the limelight in the 1990s to raise her daughter but has since returned to acting. She has been in a relationship with Larry Gilman since 2001, choosing not to marry to keep their finances separate. As of 2025, at 84 years old, Mills continues to share lifestyle tips and has expressed excitement about becoming a grandmother, as Chloe is expecting a son. Tanya Crowe, born on January 24, 1971, at just 9 years old, Crowe was cast as Olivia Cunningham in the CBS primetime soap opera Knots Landing in 1980. Her portrayal earned her critical acclaim, including 3 consecutive Soap Opera Digest Awards for Outstanding Actress in a Supporting Role, Primetime, 1988 to 1990, and a Young Artist Award for Best Young Actress in a Nighttime Drama Series in 1989. Despite her early success, Crowe faced challenges transitioning into adult roles. After leaving Knots Landing in 1990, she pursued higher education, graduating from the University of California, Los Angeles, UCLA. During this period, she developed a deep interest in yoga, eventually teaching and exploring its various forms, including Hatha and Kabbalistic yoga. In 2001, Crowe co-wrote, produced, and starred in the independent film Only in Venice. However, the film did not achieve significant commercial success, leading her to step away from the entertainment industry. In a 2025 interview, Crowe expressed contentment with her decision to leave acting, citing a desire to explore other interests and live a life away from the public eye. As of 2025, at 54 years old, Crowe leads a private life, focusing on personal growth and enjoying time with her family, including her nephews, whom she adores. She has expressed a desire to have children of her own in the future. Nicolette Sheridan, born on November 21, 1963, was cast as Paige Matheson in 1986 at the age of 23. Paige was a complex character, exuding glamour and ambition, with a mysterious past that added depth to her persona. Beyond Knots Landing, Sheridan's career included roles in films like The Sure Thing, 1985, and Noises Off, 1992, as well as television appearances in Paper Dolls, 1984, and Desperate Housewives, 2004 to 2009. Her tenure on Desperate Housewives was marked by controversy, including a lawsuit against the show's creator and ABC, alleging assault and wrongful termination. The case was ultimately dismissed in 2017. Sheridan's personal life has been tumultuous, with relationships including a brief marriage to actor Harry Hamlin, 1991 to 1992, an on-and-off engagement with singer Michael Bolton, 1992 to 1995, 2005 to 2008, and a marriage to Aaron Vipers, 2015 to 2018. She has faced challenges in her personal relationships, with multiple engagements and marriages ending in separation or divorce. In her career, Sheridan has experienced both highs and lows, from acclaimed roles to publicized legal battles. As of 2025, at 61 years old, Sheridan maintains a relatively low profile, occasionally appearing in television films and sharing glimpses of her life with her followers. Terry Austin, born on April 17, 1957, portrayed the role of Jill Bennett in the acclaimed television series Knots Landing, beginning her tenure in 1985 at the age of 28. Jill Bennett was characterized as a determined and ambitious attorney whose relentless pursuit of success often led her into morally ambiguous situations, causing tumultuous relationships within the community. Austin's portrayal of Jill garnered significant attention, leading to her receiving the Soap Opera Digest Award for Outstanding Villain, Primetime in 1990. Despite this acclaim, her career faced challenges post-Knots Landing, with roles in productions like Quantum Leap, Seinfeld, and Raising Cain failing to recapture her earlier success. Her personal life mirrored this instability. Details about her romantic relationships remain scarce, suggesting a private life marked by solitude. The absence of a public family life, including no known marriages or children, hints at a personal journey potentially filled with loneliness. As of 2025, at the age of 67, Terry Austin continues her advocacy work, yet the shadows of a once promising acting career and a private personal life suggest a narrative tinged with unfulfilled potential and isolation. Michelle Phillips, born on June 4, 1944, entered the Knots Landing series in 1987 at the age of 43, embodying the role of Ann Matheson, a sophisticated and manipulative woman with hidden agendas that often led to complex entanglements. Ann's character was emblematic of charm intertwined with deceit, navigating the social landscape with calculated finesse. Phillips' career prior to acting was illustrious as a member of the iconic musical group The Mamas and the Papas, yet her transition to acting, while notable, never eclipsed her musical achievements. Her personal life was tumultuous, married multiple times, including a brief and volatile union with actor Dennis Hopper that lasted only 8 days. Phillips' romantic endeavors were fraught with instability. She is the mother of singer Chynna Phillips, and while this relationship brought moments of joy, it also bore the weight of navigating familial bonds within the glare of public scrutiny. The deaths of close friends and former bandmates, coupled with the challenges of aging in an industry often unkind to older women, added layers of melancholy to her narrative. In recent years, Phillips has retreated from the limelight, and as of 2025, At 80 years old, she leads a life marked by reflection and the enduring echoes of a past filled with both brilliance and sorrow. Lisa Hartman, born on June 1, 1956, joined the cast of Knots Landing in 1982 at the age of 26, portraying Kathy Geary, a talented singer with a troubled past seeking solace within the community. Kathy's character was marked by her vulnerability and a series of tumultuous relationships, reflecting a constant search for stability and acceptance. Hartman's career saw a blend of highs and lows. While her role on Knots Landing brought her recognition, her subsequent musical endeavors, including 4 solo albums between 1976 and 1987, failed to achieve commercial success despite collaborations with notable artists. In her personal life, Hartman married country musician Clint Black in 1991, and they welcomed a daughter, Lily Pearl Black, in 2001. Despite the public perception of a harmonious family life, the pressures of maintaining careers in the entertainment industry likely pose challenges. The struggle to balance personal aspirations with familial responsibilities, coupled with the fading spotlight on her career, paints a picture of a life marked by both public acclaim and private trials. As of 2025, at 68 years old, Lisa Hartman Black resides in Nashville, Tennessee, leading a life away from the public eye, perhaps reflecting on a career and personal journey filled with both achievements and poignant struggles. James Houghton, born on November 7, 1948, took on the role of Kenny Ward in 1979 at the age of 31. Kenny was a music producer whose charm and ambition often led him into morally ambiguous situations, reflecting the complexities of the entertainment industry. Houghton's portrayal highlighted the struggles of a man attempting to balance professional aspirations with personal responsibilities. Beyond Knots Landing, Houghton had a diverse career, including roles on The Young and the Restless and contributions as a scriptwriter for various soap operas. Despite these achievements, his career was punctuated by the instability inherent in the acting profession, leading to periods of financial and emotional strain. Details about Houghton's personal life remain relatively private, but it is known that he faced several challenges, including the pressures of living up to his father's legacy in the industry and the health issues that plagued his later years. James Houghton passed away on August 27, 2024, at the age of 75 due to peritoneal mesothelioma, a rare and aggressive cancer often linked to asbestos exposure. His death was not publicly announced until February 28, 2025, adding a layer of poignancy to his life's narrative. Who is your favorite character from Knots Landing? How do you feel knowing that some of the actors have passed away? Don't hesitate to leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy this content, please remember to like, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you won't miss future videos. Thank you so much.